Hi guys, welcome back to The Digital Bunch. My name is Dagmara, and today we're going to talking about 7 reasons why virtual production saves you money and why it's the future of filmmaking. Lights, camera, and no action on expensive sets. Let's go. Virtual production is totally changing the film industry, and it's not just for big studios anymore. It's really making Hollywood-level visuals accessible without that Hollywood-level budget. But how does it actually work? And more importantly, how much money can it save you? So stick around because today we're breaking down 7 reasons why virtual production is a game changer for your budget. So let's start with the basics, okay? Virtual production combines real-time rendering, LED walls, and motion capture to create ultra-realistic environments without ever leaving the studio. And this isn't just some niche tech for sci-fi films, it's actually being used everywhere. Take The Penguin, the HBO Max series. Instead of constructing elaborate physical sets for Gotham City, they utilized virtual production techniques to create immersive environments, saving both time and money. Similarly, Joker, Folie à Deux, employed virtual production to seamlessly blend real and virtual elements, enhancing the storytelling while keeping costs in check. So how does it actually work? Imagine a massive LED wall wrapping around a studio. And these aren't just screens, they're powered by real-time rendering software like Unreal Engine, which means the background moves and shifts dynamically as the camera does. No more green screens, no more waiting for post-production fixes. The scene is ready in real time. Actors can see and interact with their environment without pretending they're talking to a tennis ball, and that makes performances more natural and cuts down on reshoots. But we explained it thoroughly in our episode Why Virtual Production is the Game Changer You Need to Know. Make sure to watch it and check it out. And as for now, let's get to the numbers. Number 1, say goodbye to expensive travel. Virtual production is changing the game as you do not need to fly your and your client's entire crew to Iceland for a glacier scene. Just load up the environment on an LED wall. Savings? Tens of thousands per location? A single trip to an exotic filming location can cost hundreds or thousands. Flights, hotels, per diems, visas, insurance. With virtual production, you get those same locations without the jet lag and a massive expense. The use of virtual production isn't limited to film and TV. In 2021, Ford's marketing team leveraged virtual production to launch the all-electric Ford F-150 lighting truck. The commercial used LED volume stages to create a variety of dynamic environments that allowed the truck to be showcased in multiple settings without ever leaving the studio. They eliminated the need for on-location shoots, saving on travel and logistic costs. This allows you to invest in high-quality digital assets and environments. And this upfront investment pays off by providing versatile backdrops that can be reused across multiple projects, maximizing your return. With virtual production, you no longer need to construct massive, costly sets that get torn down after a few weeks. Virtual sets are limitless and reusable. Take Daddio, for example. By utilizing Disguise's virtual production workflow, the film created dynamic environments without the need for physical set construction, leading to significant cost savings. Traditional film shoots take months of set building. Virtual production, however, change locations in minutes, less time on set means less money spent, and think about it, for a traditional period drama, you'd need to construct entire historical buildings, rent locations, and manage on-set logistics. With virtual production, you switch from ancient Rome to cyberpunk New York at the click of a button. During the production of The Midnight Sky, virtual production techniques allowed for rapid scene changes and environment setups, significantly reducing the overall shooting schedule and associated costs. Proper pre-visualization, though, is key. By planning your shots and environments in advance, you can make real-time adjustments on set, ensuring a smooth and efficient shooting process. James Cameron's Avatar, The Way of Water, utilized virtual production to create expansive, immersive worlds without the need for physical set constructions, leading to significant cost savings. That's like having an unlimited budget for set design without actually spending it. Collaborate closely with your virtual art department to design versatile sets that can be easily modified for different scenes, maximizing the utility of your digital assets. Just add few relevant props to create the proper atmosphere or to increase the depth of the space, and there you have it. Number 3, speed. Beyond traditional set recreation, LED volumes are particularly effective for filming scenes that involve moving vehicles such as car interiors. A low loader or other physical rigs are costly, and in ever more busy cities are no longer practical for many scenarios. Inconsistent weather, lighting, or the threat of production leaks, an LED volume shoot eliminates that risk. Productions can shoot interiors on the stage with LED screens displaying pre-recorded plates or high-quality 3D environments. Plate units can be sent out to capture that required footage for realistic backgrounds, or 3D-generated exteriors can provide an equally convincing solution. Similarly, Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney Plus utilized LED volumes to bring distant planets to life while minimizing the logistical challenge of on-location shooting. That is, like on a desert, not in space. These same stages have been increasingly used for dynamic sequences like car chases and other vehicle-based scenes, showcasing their versatility. This reduces the complexity of on-location shooting and enables better control over lighting and reflections, saving time and costs. And do not get us started on the amount of people who would be needed for this kind of traditional production: security guards, police representatives, best boys, transport coordinators. The controlled settings in 1899 allowed for consistent shooting conditions, reducing the likelihood of reshoots due to external factors. Number 4, fix it in post? No thanks. With virtual production, what you see is what you get. That means way fewer VFX costs later on. Think about all those expensive CGI fixes, removing green screen spill, adjusting lighting, replacing entire backgrounds. With VP, your footage already looks like Hollywood polished straight from the camera. Less time in post means faster delivery and lower budgets. You should be able to create incredibly impactful assets that weren't just single shots, but whole worlds that you could fly through, amend, adjust, and render in a matter of moments. The whole process takes a fraction of the time of a traditional CGI production. Of course, you might still require to engage VFX experts early in the process, even during the script development phase. But nowadays, even a 2-people team can lead to significant cost savings, especially in areas where simply previs or techvis can ensure quicker, easier shoots. A consultation with a VFX professional during the early stages of budgeting and planning can identify those potential challenges. Spending a few thousand on early-stage consultation or pre-visualizing can prevent budget overruns and lend credibility to budget submissions, especially for projects with heavy VFX requirements, furthermore giving studios more confidence in post-production. Again, the famous Mandalorian showcased how in-camera visual effects using LED volumes can produce final quality shots during filming, drastically reducing the need for extensive post-production work. Just ensure your on-set lighting matches the virtual environment. Consistent lighting reduces the need for color correction and adjustments in post-production. Imagine this, you don't need a whole team of set decorators anymore, just 1 or 2 people should be enough. Add to this fewer lighting technicians and less production coordinators, as no permissions or location scouting is required. That's a big savings on labor costs. A traditional set might need dozens of people working around the clock. With virtual production, you scale down the crew, reduce catering, transport, and overall production costs. Of course, you still require visual set supervisors, directors, and technicians, but they are all included in the price of studio rental, and still the team you require is balanced by a third of the people. The production of environments is getting ready as you polish your pre-production details and you give real-time remarks to the designed location. Less people means more energy that you might need for detailing the last bits of creative concepts. Trust us, less chaos, more efficiency. Train your existing crew in virtual production technologies. A well-versed team can multitask, further reducing the number of personnel needed on set. Virtual production makes impossible locations instantly accessible without the logistics nightmare. Need a scene set on the edge of an erupting volcano? No problem. Want to shoot on an alien planet? Done. The ability to film anywhere at any time without physical constraints is a budget breaker in traditional filmmaking, but in VP it's a standard. Okay, it may feel like we're repeating ourselves, but this factor really needs not to be underestimated. When you try to visualize filming in New York, Tokyo, and Mars all in one day, You just need to design the environments you require and set a scene at Paris, Rome, the same day. You name it. Would you prefer a more realistic example? The one-day set should allow you to shoot around 7 locations per day, and no transport, airplane tickets, and relocation are needed. In normal conditions, shooting so many different locations would require 2 or 3 days easy. Instead, you might just install your environment, add some parts of set design to make it more realistic, and travel around the world in universe from your seat that is set at the studio. Need another proof? FX's Snowfall is a limited budget cable series that adopted a virtual production through 5 seasons and as a result saved up to $49,000 an episode by reducing transportation man-hours, shooting time, and crew loads. According to Snowfall Windfall's co-executive producer John Laboucherie, who did the analysis, FX series saved almost $500,000 using virtual production for season 5. And it sounds like you have just earned the budget for another amazing commercial set. Pretty awesome, right? And number 7, it's sustainable. Less travel, fewer physical builds. Many governments offer green tax incentives for using virtual production. More savings. Productions are under pressure to reduce carbon footprints. The assets, as we have already mentioned, are reusable, and you do not need to produce set constructions that will get thrown away right after the shooting. Also, quite brilliant with artwork by Icon Virtual did the research and proved that virtual production footprint breakdown led to carbon output of this many total tons of CO2 emissions, while traditional shooting could lead to this many CO2 emissions. The difference is enormous. What more is that virtual studios can be designed with energy efficiency in mind, utilizing renewable energy sources and resource usage to further reduce the negative environmental impact of trying to heat a big studio. And don't get us started how studios that go green get rewarded with tax credits, rebates, and PR gold for sustainability. Let's put this into perspective and talk about real numbers. Imagine a 5-day commercial shoot with traditional production. The set construction or art department and locations or studio, that's 200,000 euros. A crew is 125,000, travel and hotels 50,000, equipment rental 50,000, logistics 25,000, post-production and VFX would be then about 125,000, amounting to 575,000 euros. Now let's compare that to a 5-day virtual production shoot. The LED studio rental would be 200,000 euros, the crew, the reduced size, would be 70,000, props and set design 40,000, which should actually allow for more complicated set design, logistics and transport 25,000, post-production 40,000, amounting to 375,000. That's a whopping 200,000 euros in savings, and that's just for one project. Imagine scaling that over an entire year of productions. Virtual production is not just the future, it's the present. It's already transforming the way we create content, making it more efficient, cost-effective, and sustainable. By 2030, virtual production and LED volume stages will be ubiquitous in the media industry, driving a profound shift in how content is created. With real-time collaboration, cost efficiency, and unlimited creative potential, these technologies offer solutions that transform both small and large-scale productions. Are you ready to take your production to the next level? With years of expertise in the technology, we're here to support your needs. If you're interested in learning more about similar technologies and how they can be applied, feel free to reach out to our team. You can also connect with us via LinkedIn or YouTube.